All right, so now we are going to look at a different portion of GarageBand. In GarageBand, we also have the ability to add loops. Loops are just short little pieces of music that you can put in to enhance what you've got. So if you take a look at the top right corner, you look at something, you see something that looks like a loop-de-loop, maybe like a roller coaster. So you're going to tap that and it's going to bring up your loop menu. So when you're using this loop menu, you can filter it by tapping filter by and search Apple loops. So like if you wanted to search for a saxophone, you just type in the word saxophone and search, and it tells you what they've got. So they really don't have anything. So I'm going to close that out and maybe type in drama. Maybe there's some drama. No drama. Okay, that's okay. So you can either search by instruments, genres, which is the type of music, or descriptors. So let's look at descriptors. So here are some of the descriptors that you can find. And my song's a little bit cheerful, so I'm going to tap cheerful. And when I go back, it's going to search the ones for cheerful. So if I start playing with them, there's lots of different things you can find. I just tapped on it to hear it play. Let's see this one. Some lyrics. Maybe I'll put that in there. So I tapped and I put it in. And it puts it in right where I let it go. Now if I don't want that all, I'm going to tap on it to get that. And I'm going to trim it. And then I'm going to delete the other loop. Okay. Oh, there we go. Try and get it in. Split. Cut it here. That's where I'm going to cut it. And then I'm just going to delete the rest of it. Delete and delete. Okay, so let's see what that sounds like. All right, so that really doesn't fit what I want. So I'm going to go ahead and delete this whole track. Okay. Delete. Okay, bye-bye. And I'm going to go back to the loop menu and see what I can find. So I'm going to see instruments, vocals, because I like the vocals. Oh. Maybe. I think that's kind of fun. So I'm going to click and drag and put it right in. Let's see what we got. Not sure that that's right either, so I'm going to delete that. So maybe vocals is not what I want. So if I don't want to use any more of those vocals, I got to press the X to get rid of it, so it won't just look for that. So maybe I'll look for instruments. Maybe I need some strings. Let's do some strings. So it has some world instruments. Well, that's interesting. Maybe that will work. Okay, let's put that in, see what that works like. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn down the guitar just a little bit, and that just up just a little bit. Okay, so I like it. I think it works. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take out some of it. So I'm gonna split it right there. And I'm going to take that playhead back and split it again. And split right there. And over here. And split it again. Split. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take up that one. Delete that one. So it's not all the time. So let's listen to see how that sounds. Everything playing all the time, and so this gives you a little bit of a loop there and a loop there, and it comes back. So the other thing I'm going to introduce you to is adding more measures. So right now you have 8 measures. So if you see at the end of the count, you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 at the top, you're going to press the plus button and you're going to make another section. So what you're going to do is you're going to add a section, song sections, add. You're going to add a section B. So with this section B, you want to change things. Find different ways, make it different. A is one way, B is the other way. So once you've got to this B section, you see there's nothing there. So now go back to your instruments and record something for these second set of measures that is different from your A section. So what we've learned today is how to add loops and how to add a B section. So if I go back into my hip hop drum machine, I double click on it, it opens it back up. So maybe I'm just gonna roll the dice again. Okay. So my playhead is at the top. Maybe I'll change kits. A house drum. Oh, cancel. I need to cancel that. Okay. There we go. I need to stay with the same kit unless I add a new track. So what I can do is I can go back to my track menu and I can add a new track. So if I want to change the drums, I'm going to go back to the drums, Smart Drums. It's still in the B section. So now I can change to the house drum machine and it'll sound different. So I want to get a different feel. Oh, that's a different feel. So I'm going to record that. So as I'm laying down this track, it's going to give me a totally different feeling from the A section. So if I stop and I go back, I can see both of them all at the same time, or I can just go back to this section and I can listen. So it's repeating that. So let's see. Then I go to the next section and it's totally different. So if I want to see all sections, I hit the plus and I say all sections. So now I've got all sections up here and I can hear the difference between the first section. So it's really different. So now what I can do is I can design my other instruments. I can add more tracks to reflect this new drum track and make it a different section. So your job is to add several loops and make a B section. So go ahead and do that. Make your B section completely different than your A section. If you'd like to keep the same drum kit, you can click on it and you can loop it and it takes it all the way through. If you want to make that the same and change the other instruments, you can do that too. But if you don't want to do that and you want a completely new drum section, then go ahead and add a new track and do the different thing for your B section. All right, have a good time. You guys are doing a great job.